Credit to Virginia. You can see why they're a top 10 team. They're experienced, they're veterans, they know how to play, they play great together. The moment you break down, they burn you. The moment you relax, they burn you. The moment that you're not in tune, they burn you. They're not doing it with, abundance of talent. They're just doing it by being solid. They're doing it by executing. They're doing it by playing together. And I thought, if that's the top 10 team in the country and the way we fought, I'm proud of the guys. I wish on the last play we work on it every single day where the ball doesn't just stick on the perimeter. Somebody drives the ball. Maybe it's a quick two. Who knows? We work on it every single morning. And I understand the emotions of the game. We got to get a three. We have to get a three. That's not what we really needed. We could have took a quick two. But I just wish they understood why we do the things that we do. And it's one thing to understand it, when it doesn't mean anything. It's another thing to understand it in the heat of the battle. And we got to do a better job, and I got to do a better job of explaining it, why the ball doesn't stay on the perimeter in the crutch of a game. And you may think the other team is thinking just like everybody's thinking, you need a three, you need a three. Oh, no, you don't. You get a quick two. Now you're only down one. You foul, you give yourself another chance. But I'm happy with the guys. I mean, they fought hard. Again, a top 10 team in the country. We knew it'd be hard to beat them. I thought we did a lot of things well. Questions?
One word you've used all season to talk about the way you want to play a defense is desperate. Did you think that they showed that to you tonight?
I thought the first half we showed it. And, with maybe 6 or 7 minutes to go in the half, I said, do you understand when you're locked in how good you are? Your length will cause people problems. If you stay locked in and you stay disciplined, you can be a great defensive team. They'll struggle with your length. But then something happened. They relaxed. And when they relaxed, it went from up whatever we was up 9 or 10 to down 2 or 3. So we come in just by relaxing. That's how fragile winning and losing is.
Kenny, you've talked a lot this season about not really taking moral victories or good losses or such like that, but this is 2 top 15 opponents in a row that you guys played pretty hard. How do you balance the not going the moral victory route while still being pleased with some of the progress against teams like this?
Great question. I just, in the locker room just now, told the guys, look, you work hard. I push you hard. And I keep using the words win or learn to you. I'm just hoping that you're learning how fragile winning is. And I want you to learn that even in losses, there are lessons, but you deserve to come out with a win. And what a great message it will send to you, this fan base, this university, this team, this program, if you can find a way to shock the world. Find a way to shock the world. And you do that with, again, desperate defensively, sharing the ball, passing the ball to each other efficiently, running great offense, locked in. How many times did they just get layups at the baskets? And our whole defense is predicated on tight shell, protecting the lane. The ball doesn't get to the rim. Learn, and then let your lessons that you learn from it translate to a win, no matter who you're playing.
Something else you've talked about this year is just needing to have, positive contributions from more than 2 people. For the first 12 minutes, there were only, 2 guys scoring points from you all, but it seemed like there were other people who were making big impacts defensively. How did you see that continue throughout the game? And are there things you can build on from guys who maybe didn't score a ton tonight, but were still, pretty active defensively?
I thought, when Kamari was locked in, I thought he gave us positive minutes defensively. I did. I thought he was active. He tried to keep the ball in front for the most part. Mike James the same, and then as Mike got tired, slippage. And when he slipped, they burned us. The same with L. L made a great shot on the kid. He comes down, he relaxed, backdoor cut. Jalen, they drive the ball, they back cut Jalen, layup. When we're locked in and we're alert and our head is on the swivel and we're seeing man and ball, and whatever they do to us, we're ready for it and we anticipate it. We're pretty good. We just got to be able to be that way for more minutes.
You kind of mentioned the role of just fatigue. There's not a lot of bodies you're able to throw out there. Just how difficult is what you're asking them to do at this point from just a minutes and stamina standpoint at the end of the first half and into games?
Great question. At a certain point, I believe great teams, great players, it's not about how you feel physically. It's where you are mentally. So physically, you may be worn out. Mentally, are you strong enough to continue to fight? So we tap out physically. That's why we run every single day. That's why we do conditioning every single day. That's why we do conditioning into defensive slides and defensive rotations every single day. That's why we run and do shooting after we run. I want you to play basketball from a fatigue state so that, all right, your body feels like I can't go no more, but your will to win and your mental is so strong that you can. That's what I'm trying to get to. I'm encouraged because I see us against really good teams, and I see us like it clicking. We just got to do it a little bit better.
Brandon played tonight for the first time in a while. Just what led you to feel comfortable getting him back in there for the minutes he played tonight?
He's ready. He texted me this morning and said, "Coach, should I start?" And I was like, "I'll make that decision. Probably not." But he's ready to get his feet wet. I need him to be his best version. I need him comfortable. I need him, this is just, all right, let's see where you are. Can you focus? Can you play tired? Can you execute the offense? If I play you at the 4, can you not drift toward the basket and keep the floor spread? All those things. And then from here on out, what I really want to do, to be honest with you, is I want to see him and Emmanuel together. And I want us to be a great screening team, a great rebounding team, a physical team. I think they can do that, but they're going to have to focus on it.
Going off that, he didn't actually play tonight, so is there any reason for that, just based on the matchup or just other things you saw this week leading up to the game?
I just thought this is a tough team. I thought this is a tough team to have Emmanuel out there trying to figure out all the things that they do. At times, they're 5-out motion. They set screens. The 5-man will shoot a 3 every now and then. He burned us on a couple of those. It was a tough game for that. But that's no slight on him. Obviously, I love the kid, and he's going to get more minutes.
They did what they do offensively, but they didn't just kill you offensively. And I wonder how much, after Miami, defense became a big, just re-emphasis, and what you thought of your defense tonight.
I thought the first half was good. I thought the second half was, as I look here, 57% from the field, 50% from 3, 50% from the free throw line. I would like to have that 35% they shot in the first half to be that in the second half, to be honest with you. I don't want them to shoot basically 60% and try to inch out a win. What if that number's 40? What if the threes are 1 instead of whatever it is, 3? We're talking about a different ball game.
Kenny, they forced 22 turnovers against Duke. You guys were pretty good with ball security for most of the night. What did you see in that regard?
We're spending a lot of time on passing, being strong with the ball. At times, I'm looking at it and I'm saying we're making progress. Other times, I'm seeing us playing too casual, I'm afraid I'm going to make a mistake. We ran a play, great play, out of bounds play to get Mike James the ball in the post, defenders behind him. He's dead under the basket, and we're hesitating throwing it. And I absolutely lost my mind. But I want us to be a great passing team, and I want us, again, I'll say this, great offense isn't the shooting, it's the passing. And in order for us to be a good passing team, the indicator is the turnovers. We got to do better at that.
And I'm sorry if you already addressed this, but the Virginia players thought that in the second half that the ball kind of deflated. They said at the end you could kind of squeeze it. They said obviously it's the same ball for both teams. Did your guys mention that?
No, I saw the kid walk up to his coach, to Tony in the end, and say, "Look, coach," and the ball looked like it was flat. I didn't. For all I knew, it could have been a different ball.
Anything else? All right, thank you.